Okay students, so let us talk about muscular tissue now here. Muscular tissue consists of elongated cells, also known as muscle fibers, responsible for movement or any kind of locomotory change like moving our limbs, moving our hands and feet. To perform any kind of movement is possible with the help of muscular tissue. Okay. Muscles contain special proteins called as contractile proteins, which contract and relax to cause any kind of movement. So there are sudden contraction, rhythmic contraction and relaxations that we can say, through which any kind of movement is possible in the body. Okay. So talking about types of muscular tissue, we have three types of muscular tissue with us. Firstly, striated muscle or skeletal muscles or voluntary muscles. Okay. These are basically in control or in coordination with the help of our neural system or brain. Okay. Smooth muscles or involuntary muscles are also in contraction, in control of brain, but the difference between the two is that voluntary muscles enact or perform any kind of movement when reacting to a stimulus. Okay. And it is a conscious movement. Voluntary movement is a So voluntary movement is a conscious movement. What it means is that if I want to perform any kind of movement, for example, moving my limb, I am well aware that where I have to keep my limb or leg to per se move, or if I want to pick something from the table, I am well aware, or I am directing my hands in order to grab something, right? So that is a conscious movement. Whereas involuntary muscles perform movements which are performed through our subconscious mind, or where we have limited, or rather we can say no knowledge about it at the time of movement. It just happens, right? Like we can say reflexes, right? It is a coordination between a skeletal and smooth muscle in which the movement or the information is being relayed after the response. Okay. Third is cardiac muscle. It is also known as involuntary muscles because it involuntarily performs contraction and relaxation in order to perform the circulation of blood in the body, or double circulation, as you have understood in earlier classes. Okay. So first is striated muscles. All the voluntary muscles in our body are carried out by skeletal or striated muscles. Okay. They are called skeletal because these tissues are mostly attached to the bones. That's why they are known as skeletal muscles. If you can see and appreciate the structural entity of skeletal muscle, you can notice that these are having long striations, right? These particular gaps or junctions that I'm talking about are known as striations. Okay, that's why these are known as striated muscles. Okay. They are long, cylindrical. You can see they are long, cylindrical, unbranched. That means that there is no branching. You can see that there is a distinctive gap or a distinction between two muscles that you can easily appreciate. Okay. To get to know you better, you can see that this muscle fiber is different from the above one, and there is no connection between the two. All right. So these are also multinucleated. Okay. Let us discuss about smooth muscles now. So all the involuntary movements in our body are carried out or controlled by non-striated muscles. Okay. They are known as smooth muscles because these tissues are mostly attached to the visceral organs and soft tissue parts. And thirdly, they are long, spindle-shaped, unbranched and non-striated muscles. Okay. As you can see from the fiber over here, the striations are mainly absent from here. Okay. And the nucleus is present in the center. These are tapered, as you can see, the pointed ends over the muscular fibers. over the muscular fibers. You can appreciate the pointed ends, okay, and these are mainly found in visceral or involuntary organs, for example our intestines. Okay, so moving on to the third muscle, that is cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles mainly make up of our entire heart. Heart, you already know, a fist shape or a size of a fist like organ in particular individual that performs the circulation of blood throughout the body. Okay, so the muscles are involuntary in nature and show rhythmic contractions and relaxations. Okay, rhythmic contraction and relaxation is a key word for a cardiac muscle. Okay, structurally they may look like striated muscles, but they are branched. They are having branching, as you can appreciate. Uninucleated single nucleus is present and have intercalated disc or the disc-like structures present in between them. So properties that are derived from skeletal muscles are mainly striations, okay, from smooth muscles, branching, and contractile nature. Okay, so these are this is how a particularly cardiac muscle or a unit of cardiac muscle is observed in a section of heart when prepared as a slide. Okay, so I hope this has been clear with you all.